I look back on those years in college, as a freshman while this was happening, and I quickly, I didn't have a place for displaying any musical talent at the time, but boy, my stage presence, I quickly became a leader in Campus Crusade and was not long after that teaching. And I had no business teaching. And again, this is where God's mercy and my sin just, I suddenly realized, okay, Eric, small town Iowa, small high school, you were a big fish in a small pond, and now you're a small fish in this giant university fishbowl. But this Christian ministry thing and teaching theology, you could maybe be a big fish in that pond. And at the same time, I'm writing and I'm learning and I'm teaching in our campus ministry, and I'm priding myself on how well I do that. And I'm really getting to know God and loving him. And there's just this sick blend there.
Yeah, and boy, I wish I could say I was free of that sick blend completely. I'm not.
Oh no.
It
never goes away.
The temptation to use this beautiful knowledge of the gospel that's the result of God's gift of his word and how his spirit works through the word to give you understanding, the legacy of good preaching that I've been able to be involved with, and all of the wonderful legacy of teachers and writers. I'm deeply grateful for that. I don't know where I'd be without all of that gospel, but I can use my level of gospel literacy as a means of promoting myself in the eyes of others. The gospel becomes a tool for self-aggrandizement rather than something that leads me to worship. And I don't think any of us are free of that temptation.
No.
I mean, the gift of the knowledge of God is a divine miracle. The gift of the knowledge of God is something you can puff your chest up about and think that you're better than others at the same moment. Because it doesn't diminish that God has moved into your life and he's made himself known and made his word understandable to you.
And all you can do when you see that is, that's never gone away. It's become a battle, and I'm not better, but I hope this every now and then I'm doing better. But that battle went on through all of college, and then I went off to seminary to become a pastor. I was married. I got married in college, and Jenny and I moved off to seminary, and that same struggle was so present. I was telling you the other evening, I would sit in chapel, and I had friends that would sit in a study lounge on campus during chapel, and they would watch it on TV while they studied, but they would stop for the sermon so that they could critique and make fun of the preacher. And I would be in chapel thinking I'm so much better than them because I'm here and I'm listening. But in my heart, I'd be critiquing where they were getting their passage all wrong and how poorly they were applying it and all that, and thinking to myself, the day's going to come when Eric Shoemaker is going to be invited to speak in chapel here, and people will say, I was in seminary with him. And there was this, all the way through seminary, I had the respect of professors, respect of peers, and I really wanted to know and glorify God. I was growing in my understanding of Christ-centeredness in the Bible, and at the same time, there was this underlying pride that I just couldn't kill.